Hi guys, today I am giving away a Morphe 35R Ready Set Gold palette. It is a neutral palette that I used to create this smoky eye today. So if you want to see how I did that and how you can be entered to win this palette, then stick around and let's do some makeup. All right, guys, getting started with our Morphe 35R Ready Set Gold palette. These beautiful neutrals. I always like to start with a clean wash over the eyelid. I'm going to be using Classic, which is really just this nice neutral, slight buttercream undertone. It is a velvet or a matte, so there's no shine to it, and you don't really want to use, or I don't like to use sparkle colors for doing a wash because I don't want anything that's going to compete with the look that I'm actually going for. This is really just to even out the canvas, because if you guys have watched my videos, you know my order is lid color, brow bone color, and then contour color. So I'm going to go in with Spirit, which is this sort of like rose gold color. And that's going to go all over the lower lid. And we can push it up into the crease a little bit, because our contour color is going to be darker and it's going to go right over that. And so it'll blend in just fine. So now for the brow bone, where I'm going to go in with Stunning, which is just a really nice classic looking brow bone highlight. There's a little bit of shimmer to it, but not too much. Okay, so we're going to do a couple contour colors. I want to start with like a bridge color. So I think I'm going to go in, yes, I'm going to go in with Most, which is sort of like a deeper, bronzier rose gold to the Spirit that I used earlier. And I'm going to go in with a crease prep brush to use Most. And this is going to start the shadow for my crease. And I'm making sure to keep this contour color above my natural crease line. So my natural crease line is right there. And if I lift up, you can see that my contour is staying well above that, because when I open my eyes, my eyelid rolls up into itself. So if I put all of the color actually in the crease, when my eye is open, it folds up into the crease and then you lose that color. And I like this color a lot. So let's go ahead and use this on the lower lid as well. And then we'll probably build that up too. I feel like just doing kind of a bold eye today with, you know, with neutrals. But you can get there. It'll just look really nice and soft and warm. Buff that out a little bit with our defining crease brush. Instapop crease brush. And I'm gonna go in with this guy right here. This is Mint. So now we're really starting to get in the dark. Now this is still a little bit of an iridescent color, but then we're gonna go in with, I think maybe this guy looks good. A really nice dark rich brown espresso color. This is going to go in the crease on top of Most, but it's not gonna completely cover up the Most. This darker color is just going to live right here at the bottom of our contour, and this is where we're starting to build up that depth to create a realistic looking crease. And then again with our defining crease brush, and we're just going to buff it out. And if you see the way that I'm doing this, I don't go in like this because I don't want to destroy that depth I've created. I'm kind of laying the brush flat with the tip in the crease and then just kind of blending that in so you can see it creates just a softer blend. And then we'll go in one more time with one more darker color. That'll be more of a matte color, and that'll really create the shadow for us. So still using the Instapop crease brush, and then let's go in with Silly, which is that dark, cool espresso brown color. It's not quite black, but it's close. And this one is gonna come in right on the outside corner, and then maybe about halfway in. I'm not going to take it on the inside here because I don't want to close off the eye. And then using that defining crease brush again and blending this out. Again, we're not going past that halfway point. Same brush, same color, and we're gonna build out the outside corner of the eye now. So kind of coming down from where our contour color ended, bringing that down to the lashes and then sweeping it in. And I sweep it a little bit further in on the low, like when I'm down here by the lashes, I come kind of halfway in, and then I just slowly work it up into the contour, coming closer to the outside corner, so it creates a little bit of an angle right there. And then we're also going to use this color to finish the bottom liner. But first I'm going to go back in one more time with this defining crease brush. And I'm not going to blend the outside. I want to leave that depth there. Maybe we'll just do a little bit up here. But I'm really just blending the two colors together on the lower lid. And then we'll just sweep this out a little bit on the outside corner. So I'm going to switch things up and use a Rebel Edge fine brush with the Silly color, which is the dark espresso color we just used. And that's going to come in on top of the lighter color. And then we want to connect it. And I like to start my bottom liner on the outside and then work my way in, because again, I don't want to put a lot of color on the inside corner of the eye because I don't want to close it off. I mean, sometimes it's a look, but not for today. So I get most of my product on the outside and then I just kind of work it to the inside so I get a nice soft natural taper. And then again, we connect it to the outside and then we can use this brush to sweep up. Let me just put in a little bit more of this stunning brow bone color, but I'm just going to lightly tap it in and really like right under the arch of the eyebrow. And now for eyeliner, I'm going to do black all the way around. So I'm going to take the MAC Eye Kohl pencil in Smolder and I'm going to tightline my top lashes. And this is a little uncomfortable for me, but I find what helps, and this might help you too, is when you're doing the tight line, is rather than trying to draw your line, kind of like smudge it. I put the pencil under my lashes and then I kind of blink onto the pencil and then I move the pencil across in short little strokes rather than trying to in one swoop. And then we're going to do the waterline down here. And doing a dark waterline, it does close off the eye a little bit, as you can see, but it also gives it more of like that feminine almond shape. And I think that with all these smoky neutrals, that's going to look better than doing like a white waterline. And then my trick for creating a natural, fast, easy cut crease are the MAC Dazzle Shadow liquids. And since we're going like gold today, I am going to use this gold guy right here. And this color is, oh, if I can read, Blinking Brilliant. And so we're just going to paint this on the inside corner of the lower lid to create just a little bit more pop and to really kind of carve out that crease that we created with our darker colors. So I'm going to start on the inside corner, following my natural crease, and just about halfway onto the lid, kind of following where you put your base color on. Next, we need to do our eyeliner, and I'm not going to do a wing. I just want something that's going to act as a base for my lashes. So I'm going to go in with the Milani Stay Put 17-Hour Wear Liquid Eyeliner. This one, it's a dip pot, which it's not my favorite, but I used to use the Almay liquid eyeliner for years. It was like a drag queen staple, that and Max Factor pan stick with the Coty Airspun powder. And so I was feeling nostalgic one day, but I was like, let me try something different. And I saw the Milani, so I grabbed this instead of the Almay. It's okay. I really like the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid liner, and then the MAC liquid liner that's in the pen too. But this one is good because it gets the job done quite fast. And it's pretty black, and it's a matte black, which I'm partial to when working with a lot of iridescent colors on the eyelid, because I don't want an eyeliner that's going to compete with the eyeshadow. Since we're done with all the shadow work, I'm going to go ahead and dust off that translucent powder that I laid down under my eye. And it's true translucent powder. So I'm not cooking because this powder has no tone to it at all, but I lay it down so that as I'm doing my eyeshadow, the powder catches all of the fallout from the eyeshadow. Okay, this pretty much completes the eye work. I'm gonna do some lips, a little bit of blush, brows, and lashes, and I've grabbed some hair, and I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. All right, guys, I'm back. I have done my brows. I've put on some lashes. I've put on some lips. For the brows, I used Urban Decay Brow Blade in Neutral Nana. And for my lashes, I've got my stacked Ardell 253s. I prepped those with eyelash curler and the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. For my lips, I've got Runway Rogue Booked Out. This is a sample of their upcoming lipsticks. It's not available yet, but I love it. Sampling it for you guys, so as soon as it hits the market, you can grab some. And then I finished it off with a little bit of concealer on the butt of the lip, and then Runway Rogue's lip gloss in Strike a Pose. I'm just gonna finish up with a little bit of blush and highlighter for you guys. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I like to blend my contour into my blush with bronzer. So I'm using the MAC bronzing powder in Golden and an artist powder brush from Real Techniques. These aren't available anymore, but it is my favorite brush for applying bronzer. So if you can find these, grab them. If not, you just want to look for a densely packed, wide dome-shaped brush like this guy right here. So a little bit of the golden, and then this is going to come onto the cheekbone. I'm not bringing it down onto the apple of the cheek, just the cheekbone, and then up into the contour and the temple. So we're kind of creating a C shape with the bronzer, which is where the sun would naturally kind of bronze you up a little bit more, the high points of the face. So just creating that C shape from the cheekbone to the temple. And then for blush, I think a nice pinky blush will look good for today. So let's go in with MAC's Fleur Power right here and a blush brush. And this is going to go into the apple of the cheek. And then we'll bring it back into the cheekbone a little bit. This is the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. And I like to apply this with a fan brush. You can create a little bit more of a focus by turning the brush like this, which I do, and creating that little bit of a line. But then I like to blend it and diffuse it by turning the brush 45 degrees? No, 90 degrees, whatever. And then blend it so that you get a concentration of the highlight on the center of the top of the cheekbone, and then it just blends out. Now, so to finish that up, we use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray and then a powder brush, and while the spray is still wet, we gently tap that into the surface of the skin to create a more natural dewy finish. And we're just gently tapping the brush. We're not pounding it into the skin, and we're definitely not moving it around. We just want to work that little bit of moisture into the surface layer of the makeup. So it takes away that really harsh powdery look and leaves you with a much softer, more natural looking finish. All right, guys, this completes the look for today using the Morphe 35R Ready Set Gold palette. To win this palette, you need to subscribe to my channel, and then in the comments downstairs, tell me what your favorite eye tone palette is. Are you a blue and green? Do you like neutrals and golds, reds and pinks? Let me know what your favorite palette color combination is, and please subscribe because that would really help me out. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.